Hello people, I'm actually going to do something in this video which I never really do. It's going to be a brief video and it's actually going to be a question, an open question for anyone who may know the answer. The reason I'm doing it this way rather than just asking the question on a forum is because I believe I'm more likely to get an answer this way. You know, if I stick a just general question on a YouTube thread under another video, it may not necessarily get an answer. Granted, this may not get an answer either, but I'm genuinely curious about the fact. I could probably just research it online, but it might be more interesting to hear someone's actual perspective. It's about linguistics, and particularly concerning the Indian subcontinent. Obviously English is a widely spoken language in India and Pakistan, Bangladesh, because of colonial history and the implications and legacy of that. And that can still be seen today. Many Indians and Pakistanis are fluent in English, Bangladeshis. But there's something that I've never quite been able to work out, and this is my question. And before I ask it, I just want to really emphasize I in no means intend to offend anyone, and I don't intend to come across as ignorant. I'm just generally not sure why this is the way it is. So I'm not trying to offend or insult anyone by any means. In fact, I'm rather impressed by it, so that's part of the reason. Basically, I'll get to the point. So often when I hear Indian or Pakistani people, especially Indians, sort of debating among themselves or in sort of dialogue, for example on a network like New Delhi Television, on countless YouTube videos, political debate shows and so on. As we know, the Indian general election is coming up, so there's a lot of debate going on. What I notice is there's this instantaneous switch between Hindi, if it is indeed Hindi, and English. So you could have literally a few Hindi words. I keep saying Hindi, I may be wrong, that is the language that's being used, but my understanding it is also a widely spoken language, so that's a presumption on my part. But let's say the non-English language is being used, and then suddenly it switches into English, and it's not a different sentence or talking to a different person, it's in the context of talking to the same person. So I wonder, is it that some words can't translate, or this really confuses me, because I don't see it in other parts of the world, like China for example. In China, when people speak in English, they'll speak in English for that particular moment, and then they'll switch back to Chinese, but I've never seen them use, for example, Chinese and English in the same sentence. In India, that seems to be the case. So if someone could answer that question, if there's any Indian or Pakistani, Bangladeshi viewers of this video, please clarify that for me. And I'm asking this question in an amicable manner. I'm genuinely confused by it. I really don't mean to offend anyone, although I don't see how it would be offensive, but you know, these days people can misinterpret things very easily. So I'm just putting an open question out there if anyone knows the answer to that, and if you can explain it in a clear way, I'd appreciate that, because it really confuses me. Like, some English words are just thrown in, and then there's the rest of the sentence is Hindi. Like, I wonder, is it because the person that is being communicated with, one side doesn't understand English, or some words can't translate? I don't know what the reason is. So if someone could answer that, I'd appreciate that. Cheers.